Uyazi vele sila.
Sanbonani. It's another beautiful, super dope episode of The Journey Within with Ukwezwa Mtembu. Shout out to everyone once again. You were a subscriber and you took your time to just support us by watching, sharing our videos. Kancane siyakhula. And shout out to Kaise Media. They are the ones who are responsible for the high quality yama video no abona angisiso in real life yabo. I just want to put that out there. This is all imsebenzi Kaise Media. Mabafuna ke they are at the bottom of the screen. Ama contacts wabo khona. Baby showers, weddings. Here they cover divorces as well. So
Clan meeting.
Bakuhlangene imindeni.
Bakuhlangene Clark's clan. My racist party.
I think in Yazwa already. I do have Upet Mashelela, aka DSG, aka
Sengu Gorilla Slayer man.
Gorilla Slayer.
Yeah, sing etavele etagazele sisha ku DSG Gorilla Slayer. Smooth operator.
Etc.
Mawezela magorilla. Ngifuna 100 amagorilla.
So what's the whole thing? Like what about a gorilla A1?
Yeah, gorilla
versus Amachita A100. What's your verdict?
No, we're losing that fight. Yeah, because no one's brave enough to. They are the first person.
Maybe that's
the thing. No one will go there first. Maybe Mabachache, like Abantuba, be tiding Sabagu death row.
Yeah, boy. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah, then Suicide Squad Nyana, so will be the first 10, and then.
Because I think if I was to be picked and I'm to be amongst the 100 of his gorilla, ngafuna number 39.
39, that's too soon, man.
The first 20. How brutal is it?
Early cool. I think melu fake 98 somewhere. Yeah, you're gonna yes, we tested you. Gorilla.
But once again, thank you so much, man, for joining us. I've been looking forward to this one. I think we reached out a couple of times, but obviously. Due to commitments ngapha nangapha. Because man, I've always considered you one of the pioneers when it comes to like the comedy scene around here. Noma nje i-comedy yakho izofuna vele ukuthi ngathi ungaba nesikole mbijana.
Man, ke ngaperformela abantu abangafundanga bala. Backred, it's not like
maybe bahleka ukuthi uyahlekisa or bahleka wena.
Yeah, it's possible. Nazin ekugcineni bahlekile.
Yeah, into
that's a comedian's job is to make the people laugh. It ends there.
Yeah.
Anything beyond that is
it's disappointing.
Nitty-gritty. Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing crazy. Where's my camera? Nangpega when or
there's like three. Yeah.
So swing
making
or ngibuyise mina.
Yeah.
Mangifuna itafula liwe. Angifuna nakhona ngifuna ukusho ngoba bazothi nibeke etafuleni bayile. Yeah, no. Is that fine? Can you hear me now?
And now you're taking me back to the conversation we had. Yama breathalyzer. Because in Bonnie,
yeah, and so many people spoke on this. So now my it's so annoying, brother.
Yeah.
Fake to like blow on the thing. I'm pay 20
says if I can't remember who said it. Magati kufana ne hobo yabo likuthinte your lower lip.
Why?
Uyabona manje diploma ekhoneni nawa ombonayo ukuthi ugazi vele hasn't bathed like in a very very long time. Akuthinte nje lower lip ngaleza
nje ufike njani eduze kanje. Ihobe ifunana eduze like laso ukuthi yabona I'm not trying to be assistant, but you can't be that close. Like,
no, but certain things just sneak up on you. Because now maybe you're expecting ukuthi mhlambe nizoshayana ngenqindo or something. And then inavela kuthinta ama-lips.
When you hope ulibone lit so ungarelax ubonenza so yeah hey
but but anyway, man, I think you've held it down for quite a while, especially around here when it comes to the comedy scene. I remember attending the first Come Hang With Us. I think they say Vibe Lounge. Back then. Yeah, so kuba yinto yokuthi yabo you just supporting amajita without like a lot of expectation. But I was really impressed when I got there and it was like generally packed. And the quality of the comedy as well was just really dope. No, I'm just exaggerating a bit, but yeah.
Let's be honest. I'm sure if we had to, because now it was my very first time performing. Like, hey, you sound funny. You should come and come to my gig. Ngizenzele.
But you're not really funny.
Yeah, let me, so like we decided, no, let me call anyone who I think is fun.
Yeah.
Who I think, it was just a personal view.
Yeah. According to what you think is funny.
Yeah. It was a tough night, but
you made it through.
Pulled through. We pulled through. Some gave up, along the way. Some was their first and last time.
Because I think that's another thing as well. I think I once discussed it with Upav and a couple of my other friends as well. Wuti, I am not a comedian. Like, I'm not one to like get on stage and like tell comedy. I'm very funny. I know.
You are hilarious. One of the funniest people I know now. It's a disservice to comedy that you're not doing it.
No, but that's the whole thing, Uti. I've always understood, Uti. It's one thing being funny and being a comedian as well. Yeah, but like if I'm to like make an example, for me, a comedian is someone like Dave Chappelle, who's able to like tell a random story, and it finally like makes sense in the end, and it's just funny.
But that's what you do.
So but that's not.
This guy is blowing his own horn. I see me. I'm like Dave Chappelle. I take random stories, put them
together, and make them funny. Yeah.
But you're not. It's a lot of repetitiveness.
Yeah.
That's what bores people. Is that you kind of have to do the same thing a lot of times.
Like the same joke all the time.
The same joke. Sometimes it gets better. Sometimes it just stays the same, but it's always awesome. Yeah. So, inokbora ke diding. Pin in Taiwan, but that's how you get, professional.
So when you like go on tour, Vele as a comedian, you must know what the group as a guardian, they're not gonna come like the second night because you're still gonna be.
Even if they do, man, a good joke is a good joke.
Yeah. No matter how many times it's told.
When I'm special about what King of Comedy, these local ones, Trevor Noah and stuff. You repeat them and you laugh at the same thing.
Yeah.
So good joke is a good joke. I don't think you like Velangegi funny exactly because
the delivery will be different.
Yeah. Each time because you're a new person every day. Each time you're on stage, you're a completely different person.
Yeah.
So Mauzo. Like even the crowd itself is different. Their energy is different. So how you interact with them will also determine where the show goes on the night and not. But the jokes are still the same, pretty much.
And then, like, how did the idea Come Hang With Us come about?
I was lonely, man.
What do you mean by lonely? Were you at home sitting
I was lonely. Like, I wanted an invite. Like, come hang with us. Me and my personalities. Yeah, it was. Footy wasn't even meant to be a comedy thing. It was meant to be like an event.
Oh,
like
okay.
Bigger, blast type.
Oh, yeah.
They're supposed to. But again, I'm not that popular. I'm very lonely. So I'll just
call a couple of your friends.
Yeah, call a couple of friends. Let's hang out. Yeah. So and then eventually, when the events thing didn't happen, it was too much money.
Yeah.
Stage and lighting. Stage and lighting. I'm like, but I have 150. Yeah. But 70,000. My 150 rand. I'm yenzi. So it didn't.
It's not gonna get you anyway.
It didn't work out. Yeah. So because I had it's always loved comedy,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So The guy I started with, Vele, he was just there, like, yes, But I wanted to do something with the brand.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, let's do a
who's that
comedy
guy?
show.
Or is it
I don't know if it's
undercover?
Undercover. Because
and Sazwan.
No, Sazwan is not rap.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that.
He just doesn't think you're funny.
No. I don't even know. I don't even know that one, yeah. But, Umfana Vela, like, it was, should like, in a sense, young support.
Okay.
Yeah, so manje, when it happened, when the comedy happened, I organized the show from Emedu Limpopo and Seven Limpopo.
Oh, okay.
So everything was telephonic.
Yeah.
Called everyone like, yo, who wants to do this, wants to. We inbox on Facebook, and then decided, well, let's do a comedy, poetry, live music type of thing. But just a different vibe to this area. Yeah, young stress. Why ungenza so? Direct. I go.
Oh yeah, so coming with us was supposed to be an events company.
Yeah.
And then eventually you realize probably this is not your space.
Yeah, I guess it still is, because we still do events, just not the kind we had initially planned on doing. Velabo, DJs, arenas, stadiums, and what.
Yeah.
So now, it's more comedy. Because say Petro him
uyazibusa manje.
Ayazibusa ngilawula. Mangithi akunashow yekho uzongitshela.
And when did you realize ukuthi you actually like wanna do comedy? I think we all watch comedy, but we don't get to a point where I'm like, oh, I want to do this.
To want to do it is you reveal secret engathi ayingifanele. So like
what validated that decision?
No, I've always kind of been funny, just low key.
Okay.
Yeah, like like a class scene, maybe like I tell you a joke, and then when I cause you louder.
Yeah.
Then but me on my own, I should
that's my material.
Yeah, that's me right there, man. You shine, boy. It's okay, but I'm fine without having the fame of it,
Yeah.
But eventually, I'm like,
or possibly facing the punishment for.
Oh yeah, there's that too. Because so shower. I think and then go back there.
So how far back is this now? Is it like school?
High school, I'd say high school. My close circle kind of knew that I was funny. I just didn't put it out there. Yeah. I'm not the most confident person in the world. Well, I wasn't.
Back in the day, but it's different now.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna be adult in my phone. It's stylish, but
no.
Like I don't, like we adult in
Zona 46 ushai
like usabukela bank statement when ubheke phansi bengithi nje mina like usabukela change bakropi change asaba wena usikhulumela. So vele you can't be a shy adult.
And I've never heard like whenever you talk about your parents, I've never heard anyone say Itamaram Lishai.
Yeah, like I go in the sense. Obviously there is like a level of shyness. So I'm a standing.
You can be like reserved but not shy.
Yes, but not shy. But you can.
So you're saying let the shyness like has a cutoff.
Has a cutoff, yeah.
From now you can.
Yeah, more figure seat. You can start learning how to be. Unshy.
You can't be shy with David orders as well. Like how are you owing people and we are shy?
The confidence of which animal may gone. Like no, I want this car.
Big part. And how many years now has like Come Hang With has been in existence?
Established. It's nice to say established about your things, right?
Don't say started.
Established. Mele ngifake kule logo yami established 2016. So 2016 is when we had our first show, Vibe Lounge.
So it's about 9 years now.
Yeah. Shout out to Uncle Parks when they put us on. Basniga venue mahala. They didn't even know what we were doing.
Yeah. Is it Wesley or Uncle
Wesley,
Parks?
Yeah. Hey, it's the umbrella company. But shout out to Wesley also, Vele, for giving us the opportunity, because we never looked back from then, Vele. Since then,
And what has been some of your best shows, like Leongati, this one?
My favorite one
and
was
why?
my favorite one was the one we did the event Alapa.
Okay.
It was an outdoor, it was a day event, Vele. So we had beanies and makazibo, we had food and things like that. It was a nice day event. It got cold, so we shouldn't have done it in winter.
Yeah. The idea was brilliant.
I don't know. It was the timing. So, but it took a lot of money from me.
Okay.
Way too much. I recover that 2019.
So was there like an entrance fee, or
there was an entrance fee? There was even now. Ebenezer was there. Well, the late Ebenezer. Yeah. He was there also to play for us. Well. So it was one of my favorite events to host. Yeah. And
so now, if you are to do it again, it would have to be.
We need
like,
sponsors.
And the weather must allow as well.
Yeah. We'll choose a better date.
And what was like the worst year? There was Leon.
I can't say the place. I can't say the place.
No, but you still gonna go back to them? No, but I'm asking if you're protecting identity. Maybe
No, I'm not. I'm not. I don't even think they will allow us.
So what was the problem? Was it the venue or the event?
It was just a bad night, I think. Like the crowd was, because now the venue is a bit big and now it was too scattered, so the energy was low. So the energy was low, and so each act just gets demoralized. It goes like it just keeps going on a decline, and because they gave us the room for free. But begululu baskosh.
Oh, because I mean,
but this is for it's
fine now.
It's not some. So I think that was the worst one. So between the next one and the event one, there was a long gap. Then that was the comeback. So it came back stronger. Around 2019, 20. No, that's lockdown. 2019. 18, something like that.
But I see you're doing great now recently. I was a Zebra Lounge. Because I wanted to come out the last one and then I just wasn't around.
Shout out to Zebra, man. We found a home there, man. But the crowd that got me sharp.
Multi crowd is sharp. Like I'm a crowd.
It's willing people. Bebe Friday night. Bayazi ukuthi ngazala bayazi no khona uDJs banibangazala my but tinenzandla wakanenzandla nama microphone Naspora
and whenever you organized the whole week
kuzokhipha siyamakhetha kanti in the management that I wasn't even taking us serious. I don't know what was happening there, but we surviving the page. It was a tough one, but I say Ukraine Zebra is actually
no wonder you're doing what you're doing now with Zebra. You've come a long way.
We struggled, man. A luta continua.
So with Zebra, because I see sometimes you do like the karaoke nights.
I wouldn't get a man.
So I see you do. So karaoke nights are every Thursday.
Every second Thursday, which is the alternator. We have a quiz night and a karaoke night. So the one Thursday, last night. Does have a date stamp?
A date stamp? Yeah, no.
Lama video la.
It's only gonna be up like in 2 weeks or something.
2 weeks. So mine yesterday. What do you mean?
It's like last year.
Oh, okay. So on Thursday, our last Thursday, we had the karaoke. Last night, we had the karaoke night. So next week, bane quiz night. So the alternate, and then every last Friday of the month we have a comedy night.
And that's you are running that alone, no?
I'm running it with the Tribal Comics. They actually hired me. I'm not. Is a Brinkashila.
So is it what is Tribal Comics? Is it like
it's a small entity that's trying to solidify comedy.
But they're gonna watch this now, so you can't say small into Tinyana and expect them
small
to.
as in we are not a lot of people.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saving what I said. I mean, like, it's a few people.
Yeah,
I meant,
it's a close knit group.
Yeah, it's,
it's
a mistake, guys. Don't fire me.
And then, your early years. Well, was it Lokshin?
Yeah,
yeah.
Extension 9.
Okay.
Since type.
Yeah.
Explain ngase type and it's easier. You can find me.
Awuna imakhaya vibes ukuthi yabo njengathi mina ngibeka lo ngoma.
Oh. Yeah, ngibuye angazi like mawuzalwe la.
You must talk to me nice.
Oh, ngiyalwa.
No.
Nenzana shana.
No. Induna yazi kwalongoma kwenzakala. But you must talk to me nice. I'm kidding.
I'm getting scared now.
But anyway,
yeah. So but ngase push back reach and for.
Oh, okay. You were born that side.
Yeah. Ngizalelwe la Venda.
Oh, okay.
Venda Hospital. So, is it a post-apartheid? Yeah.
Oh, that explains a couple of things.
Like what?
No, just continue.
Is it my English? What is it?
No, it's one of those things which you were thinking and then it only makes sense later when someone says hi. Event, they're like, so you're born in event, primary school?
Sasolia. Kinross, Thistle Grove High School.
Oh, okay. Thistle Grove is Kinross. Also Kinross as well.
Yeah. Ngana se Kinross kahle ekasi vele.
Yeah.
Ngibazi nabantu.
Because nami ngwazi somdala vele. So that's why I kind of thought ukuthi maybe uhlupha ngale and then they decided to send you this side.
Sengidala tamuhlalise khona. Maybe uthola itohonya floor.
And how were your early years now? Were you like the naughty one or
I was pretty shy, man.
Yeah,
very reserved, very, but I've always been in like leadership positions, which is weird.
Yeah.
Or maybe bafuna umuntu ebazom vurvaya, so maybe.
What like boma class rep?
Yeah, class rep, president, head boy, what that isn't danger. So I always thought maybe they just needed like.
No, but you're like a smart guy, though. Yeah.
Smart is subjective, man. I know, like I can quote, I can quote Peter Griffin and Martin Luther King. It's just, but the quoting ability code was really apply a code.
Yeah,
where it matters.
Yeah. And then you said this is Groove in Sasolia.
Yeah.
Is it Sasolia?
Sasolia.
Yeah. And then from there,
very straight to Sasolia.
Says Fanele.
Yeah, man.
From Zazolia to Sasol.
From Zazolia to Kisil. Marabas trained Sasolia. What Nina? Man, get this colonial.
Yeah. And you've been with Sasol since. Man.
I've moved around.
Yeah.
Man, get to train I went around the country, Miana.
Were you now like doing? Were you like now doing comedy in between, or there were like years whereby you were just not doing it? And you only like started picking up steam recently?
It started, this thing happened in 2013. So the comedy in Cali 2016. So no. When I was traveling the world, I was just learning. Yeah. But that's when
by the world, what do you mean now?
Limpopo.
Oh, okay.
I was in Limpopo. It's very far there. And it's a whole different economy. So I was like, dang. Travel.
At some point, you didn't think there's people abashalayo.
Yeah, I was like, I see it. I
wonder what in Isho
was push. Don't even have friends from them.
Yeah. And then, what were some of your most difficult times, like as a young person? Before you got to Spana, like a skila. Like, what are some of like the most difficult times?
My trauma, man.
No, we are healing.
I'm not. You must say properly. You must you must tell me early, well, no, you will cry tonight. Man,
no, it's a safe space, man.
This thing is going to the internet. It's safe here now, but it's going to the internet. It's not that safe.
Yeah.
But what problems did I face? Did I have bullies? Maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
Did I bully? No. Difficult times.
Yeah, that means you didn't have difficult times.
I did,
Because you don't
man,
have to like think about them. Man.
You
Me, I know all my difficult times.
Yeah, I'm sure like a coping mechanism where you like suppress memories.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so me,
I
I'm
think
being invasive now.
Yeah, you are tapping into other parts of my brain that are long gone. It's gone, really. So I can't even think of.
Would you say now that's like the way you kind of deal with things?
That's how I
Not
do
to
it,
say
yeah.
you ngathini?
Escapism, my brother.
Yeah,
I'm a big avoidance man. Yeah,
awufuna ukuponderisha yeah.
Mangabe ayingisizi ngane-next lento engiyenzayo, so why am I thinking about it so much? Let it go, well.
So don't you have like worries nini ukuthi maybe it might pop up nini later down the line since you didn't deal with it?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah. So far it hasn't. Maybe it happened. Last year I had some crazy mental breakdown. But okay. I just remembered one time. Ngatoli car accident, grade 11.
Yeah.
I was driving.
Grade 11.
Yeah. Being dropped the timer. A van.
Yeah.
So and then I had this what's that sliding phone? J200, J1 or something.
I can't really remember.
And then I had 50 cent at time.
But 50 cent the city or
it was on the radio like that at time, no.
Yeah.
So like I remember I had 50 cent at time. So mang drop the timer and this other old lady vele to like some church conference thing.
Yeah.
So mang drop the timer vele, I come back alone. Manje khona into engijutile when we were still going because then abekajahile.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey man, like drive faster, yabo.
Oh,
so nam vele I'm shovering the car, and then masengibuya ngisesena lo mqondo lo
shy motor.
So laphe ivenda ngase golf course.
Yeah,
one guy, I don't know, it's hard to explain now with that.
Yeah, accidents are like that.
Yeah, it's like yeah, when then I hit this guy vele ngarola vele a couple of times.
Yeah.
And why I mentioned that 50 cent, she wanted me to make a call to Labe Takes.
Yeah.
And stuff. A time. I didn't even tell. I said a time, but I was able to call jail time with something. Yeah, I was like, tell me now, something happened. What do you need? The car is broken. It's broken, no, it rolled.
Yeah. So it's broken.
Yeah, so it's broken. Because now I'm shocked, it was. So that was quite a dark time.
Yeah.
I don't know if
is it something that kind of traumatized you long after it happened?
For a while, yeah, but I got over it. As even being traumatized for like a long time, man.
Because I was grade 11, and that's like early,
17 or something. It's quite young. So dealing with that is.
Yeah.
But I didn't get hurt. Like I came out.
Yeah,
grand. Yeah. So it was quite.
Do you think now you? Because the whole thing I'm asking this, or maybe like the whole point of the podcast, if maybe you've seen the other episodes,
yeah,
by kind of sharing like how we deal with things, like you help other people. I've even had like feedback like that to say, hey, I was watching the episode Gafu, she mentioned XYZ, and I think that's something that could work for me. Because by now I want to like who have issues and they don't know like how to like really approach them. I think I have the same mentality as you do. If into I kind of just
think about
move from it. Yeah. But I think when I go over and above and kind of from time to time revisit it again to see
for what? Like what?
No, I don't like having things hanging over my head. I kind of want to know even if I don't have answers now, I'll suppress it, but what happened? Or how can I better deal with it next time?
Should you come across it again?
Yeah, because it's
but
life.
Won't you avoid things like that now?
But that's the whole thing, though. I think you're now limiting your life experiences by wanting to avoid certain spaces, certain people, and certain things. But that's just me. Absolutely, I'm saying that's the alpha and omega.
That's the last name
of it.
Yeah. I'm a coping mechanism, but some of them are. I don't know why I'm looking here, but some of them are alcohol,
Because it's just water.
Yeah, it's just water. So I don't know why I looked there. But anything that's a cup and ice, it always makes me think it's alcohol. Some are alcohol, others,
And at no point can you say someone is right or someone is wrong for trying to cope, however they trying to cope.
You can when you start stealing engine.
But that's not coping. That's just
coping mechanism. It can become a problem. I don't.
So your coping mechanism
affect abanye abantu. Bele ucope wedwa, then it's fine. But once it starts affecting other people, then I'll start cope. You're a menace now.
It's now an issue.
Yeah, we need either therapy or prison.
But okay, just moving on from that part, like what have been like some of your most celebrated moments or some of your most cherished moments that have nothing to do with maybe having like material.
Make me look like an underachiever now. And make me look like an underachiever. Like
not even. But that's why.
I got a driver's license. That was my greatest day ever.
That's your day.
Yes. But what's your license? Yeah, but I think. Like my greatest moments, if I had to be honest, it's just being on stage. Like nothing before, nothing after. Like that moment when you're just standing there.
Yeah, you feel the most alive.
It's great, man. I wouldn't trade that for anything. Yeah, that's one of the greatest times, and it's like you're in some trance. So once you're on stage and you start, you're in a different world now. Then you get off and you're back on earth and you are Patrick again. You're no longer Pat. Back to having a 50-year-old name and stuff. It's like okay. But when I'm on stage, I'm Pat. I'm him. Everyone's standing there listening to me because I turn attention. It's blind. It's probably why the gorilla slayer. It's smooth operator, smooth criminal.
Yeah. Now, because I think I identify with what you're saying, like when you feel like the most alive. Because I've been invited to a lot of stages, being like
yo.
I try, my guy.
Like I didn't even know that like people I didn't even know we're putting faces on it. I think Kingsley would suit me. Cool, yeah.
But anyway, before you sidetrack me, I'm trying to say there was this one time where I was invited in Pretoria. There was like a young year-end thingy for our Sevens Bagamaspada. Like I think it was like the biggest crowd I've ever spoken. I think it was like 2,000 and something people. So when you get there, you're already intimidated. Yeah. In the young safer, like it was my voice. That's when I really appreciated my voice. Because I didn't do this Sanbonan. And then I heard I was
confidence really skyrocketed.
I was like, no man, I actually own this. And it's a moment that I continuously, from time to time, just go back to just for that feel.
I remember that one time.
Yeah. So I am saying this to say there's Uti Njewa Ushona Uti. You feel the most alive when you are on stage. I've always advocated for Abantu to always immerse themselves in anything that makes them feel great. Because I think we deal with quite a lot. Every
day.
Being we another out here, manje. Stylish. So say I talk. Umngani wakho athi Emvana unenkinga wena.
Ukhonseni.
No. Nokuthuka phakathi ukuthi he didn't realize ukuthi actually you're dealing with that as well.
Yeah.
So there's certain things that we go through
and we don't share
really talk about. So that's why I'm advocating ukuthi anything that makes you feel good, man. If it means maybe just chilling with your girl, not going anywhere, or ukuhlala endlini uyiwani, or ukubukela ama-cartoon or anything, don't go by ukuthi abanye abantu bathi yini emnandi
this is fun, this is not.
Just find that lane yakho le ukuthi yazibangela
ngigrand.
Yabo. Future plans for come hang with us.
Come hang with us.
Yeah.
Future plans for DSG Pet.
Yeah, no, we still at come hang with us.
We still at come hang with us.
Do you now see it like kind of outgrowing the current setup that you have now, or are you like comfortable with the intimate setup that you have now, or ganja?
Here's what I realized like towards the end of the year last year. I did a lot of comedy last year when I was frequenting Joburg like a lot, fairly. So I was very tired, and I was also like just meeting a lot of people, a lot of energies and not what, and a lot of different advices from Urban Message was no, don't go to that gig, go this prize like this one is so last year I also learned that thriving for fame in comedy is so toxic, man.
Yeah, in what way?
Like nabo angazi ngichaza kanjani. So like I felt like people like abantu banyathelana, man.
Like within the industry.
Banyathelana benzana kabi. I'm not gonna say who or what I heard.
But now, like what we are being told, or what I've heard like a couple of times, or how it's always been painted, which you guys are like a tight knit group. You guys help each other and you guys grow each other.
No, you see, whoever said that has his own tight knit group.
Oh, okay.
But it's not. He may not be a friend of the general.
Or it's not like a culture of the industry.
Nah. There are groups. There are.
Yeah.
There are people who just move as a unit and a certain unit and a certain unit, and you'll realize it more bigger my poster.
No, I want to come to that with my social. So I'm just thinking back to it.
So you realize things like that, and then my conclusion was I just want to do comedy.
Yeah.
Never mind the like what comes
with it,
the politics, the money. Even we all love money, but if that's what it takes to get the money,
because honestly, there's people who are not funny, but I can't like really like call them out, because maybe I wanna have them on here.
No, don't say any names, please.
Yeah, but they're not funny.
We're still trying.
But you'll see, Uti, they're always on posters, and it's only now making sense when you tell me, Uti.
There's those groups, there's cliques within the industry. Yeah, that one is true. I did realize it now. Okay, there's certain places where they can invite you for open spots.
Yeah,
and certain places where they won't. But now, my open spot.
Yeah,
you're like, okay, why is this one allowing this and why is this one not?
Just when our feet up.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, fine, but you stick with the group that accepts you and welcomes you into that. But
you kind of find your, what is it called, your tribe.
Your tribe, yes. Yeah. That's also very, that helps very to find, your tribe. Yeah, angayifaki ebokwenza manje ufunani sininathi wahlala uhamba nalona awufunekwe nalapha uze nalomnganakhe futhi
ubona makufika wena kuyathuleka kancane kanti bebasheka lapha.
Yeah, just nanguma English uqalile.
And what's like the worst joke you've ever
heard?
Yeah. and it was funny, but it's just bad. Yeah, bro.
That's a tough one to like.
For me, it has to be like my daughter. There was a time ngidlula passage. Kuya ngokukhule waye passage.
I patches.
Yeah, I patches.
Yeah.
So I'm just overhearing them by Kwarana. So I overhear my daughter saying to my nephew, when moving at the eye. Exactly.
What?
I don't even know.
Because they designing
it just came with that many questions as well.
Which or in team? What do you mean?
Exactly, those kind of jokes. It doesn't even make sense. But what are you thinking?
Yeah, no.
I actually said that.
Look, what if it's mine? I'm not gonna.
No, but even if it's yours, there's no shame in kind of.
Why am the best joke? Like, I'm not actually
I'm not best joke.
I'm not actually thinking about the worst jokes all the time.
But in order for you to know what's best, you have to know what's like the worst version of it.
Man, I shouldn't come prepared then. To know, it's not like, hey, Pat, while you are preparing, just think of the worst joke you've ever heard, and then the best one, then it's gonna be fine. Now it's like, yo,
you have to think. But anyway, let's move here. What's the best joke you've
heard? My best joke, or
either yours or
a joke I've heard.
Yeah.
How's that? Like, comedian can't even think of a joke right now.
We're not coming to your event because
my eventing I'm better prepared. Futhi unginika amanye amandla snacks understand ukuthi lamanzi lawa ngenzani lamanzi angenzani understand ukuthi kwenzani. Favorite joke. I'll tell you my favorite joke. My own personal.
Joke. Yeah.
It's not really my go-to. It's just like my favorite.
Yeah. You don't have to like narrate the whole thing.
No, it's just the one. The Nigerian baby was dropped on the soft spot of his head. A soft spot, you know.
Yeah.
So now we can't remember anything. He forgot. I feel like that one.
So you're saying like a Nigerian baby,
yes, he
was dropped on their soft spot, on the head.
On the head. So now he can't remember.
So now you can't remember anything. So he forgot.
Yeah. But you'd have to know, because I did it somewhere. Like, what is a forgot? They don't understand. But I feel like that's like my favorite joke ever.
When you thought of it, you were
I was proud of myself. I was very proud of myself for that one. One of my favorite one-liners.
Yeah, no joke. So, what's next for DSG again?
DSG.
But anyway, what are some of the topics that interest you currently, like current affairs stuff? Because for me, it's like Trump and the tariffs. I'm just making examples. Some people are interested in the whole Scott Mapuma thing and whatnot.
It's quite an interesting thing.
How's it interesting?
Scott's Mapuma. Because I feel like that's why I didn't. Okay, maybe in the talent part, but I feel like that's why I didn't push myself to that point, because I don't think I can handle fame. I don't think I'm ready to handle fame and crash out on the podcast and say, bangangcool miss, ang full next. Because I do that sometimes now, karaoke, so when it gets overwhelming, I'm like, ngiyakwata na ngiyachinja, I become a little bit aggressive, you know, but dealing with people, it happens, you know, where your emotion, you can't control your
emotions. So like, what scares you like the most about that fame part? Is it maybe losing your sense of privacy, or certain people feeling obligated to certain things just because you're a public figure, or ganjan?
Yeah, like I think privacy mostly. Yeah, privacy mostly. Like, sitting as a car. khona la like bekunomncwabi estradini sami yabo, so yazi angishawa bavele bami, so like endleleni, so ngibuye esipanini sengiyaphaka, so ngivula igate enye intombazane, how kanti uphethe uhlala la. Like, I don't even know her like this girl, you know. But
and that made you feel
mistake. Then that's when I was like, why would you even say that?
Be interested,
like you know. So it's things like that where I think I just don't like a lack of privacy. Yeah, I'd like to be private. In Mangwone stage, pela lapho.
And it doesn't work that way. It
doesn't,
unfortunately.
Yeah, so hence,
but still, we has phone stage. But it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, unfortunately. So
you would say you identify with Scott Mapuma at that level.
To some point,
fame can get too much.
Yes, I completely understand his reaction and his emotions. It's just really you can't crash out on the podcast like LT, but that's such a big,
because that was bad.
Yeah, it's such a big platform to be bad. You know, I can vent to you ngaphandle but like so podcast ngiyabazonda abantu angibafuni man mabaphume lapho vele I feel like a wrong platform, you know. Go to therapy.
And then in terms of the political climate within the country, is it something that you're interested in, or maybe as Vanilla? Because most of the time I don't really pay a lot of attention to what's happening within the political space. But I'll say though, there's a member of parliament of the EFF by the name Sihle. Yeah, I would implore you to look him up. He asks very key questions.
At Parliament. Yeah.
Let's check him out.
So like ngiyobukela ama videos at Parliament or just search.
No, there's just like a whole lot of clips.
Or just search for him, ne?
Yeah, just search for him. Yeah.
Okay. I like funny things.
No, man, I think Mina.
When I pay serious for a person who's very fun. Serious because my ukulmangan man apa machos.
No, for me, I like when like politicians are cornered and they don't have answers. Like
the situation
recently with the whole Meg G saga.
Yeah.
So he was questioning like the deputy
like, why
minister.
Why do you
exactly. With, like, why would you want to drag that whole thing into parliament? Because we had and it was only the first time Naming Imbona deputy minister. He did mention Uguti she was nowhere to be found.
Active, yeah.
And I hope I'm representing her correctly when I say she. And there was
she who the minister.
Yeah, the minister.
Okay.
And then you get what I
yeah. My pronounce.
And so that's I don't know. I'm kind of threading.
Do you think it's that strict in South Africa?
No, it is, dog. It is.
Am I being ignorant?
I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe
so Nami, apologies if I'm misrepresenting, but
come on, oh man. I'm shy. You just called her by the wrong pronoun. All of a sudden, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We're not in the business to offend anybody.
And everything.
We're not in the business to offend anybody.
Yeah, but
but
we're not in the business to offend. But uyambona man ukuthi she like ushi you can see it's a she. Your first assumption until they correct you, I believe until you correct me,
I should go by what I learned in biology class.
Yes. So for me, it kind of ends there. Then you'll tell me, no, I am actually a xylon,
and then
xylophone,
and pansexual, something. And then I apologize and I address you correctly.
Yeah, then.
But anyway, whether you are diverting me too much. I was saying what he was putting up the point which we did it. There was you remember the unfortunate event. She was nowhere to be found. There's been a number of GBV issues.
Yes.
There's been a number of teenage pregnancies. I think there was a girl who's 12 or 13 who was giving birth. I don't know if it's Malamlele or something. And then they were nowhere to be found as well. Jiggy, when this whole thing Abomini Lamini comes through, then now they want to drag a podcaster to Parliament, which kind of just paints a picture of exactly what is that we're focusing on, limes and like what is important.
Views.
Because it did mention which that's grandstanding as well.
It's views.
But you are now taking this moment for you to be known. Hey,
so you tell my followers, my likes.
But now, what does that say now about people in leadership or people we think are supposed to take this country forward?
What does it say about humans and where we are right now? We all want what's trending, what's popular, really. So now you're doing that, calling McG and all that. Ufunukba popular. It was about her. It was never about justice or anything. It's. I believe it was just about her, because these other situations happened, and they're born and out.
It wasn't. They were not as high profile as.
Yes. So you have to be, because even, it's a tragedy. But I know some people were hopping on the justice for because everyone else is saying it. So they're like, let me also hashtag. So it's all views. It's all views. It's all.
So you think maybe we've compromised our morals, so to speak, for numbers, or maybe compromised? I know we've compromised talent for numbers.
Yes.
That one we've done. Like my DJ friends who are talented, they are crying.
Yeah,
their gigs are not coming.
No,
we don't have enough numbers.
So,
yeah.
They're taking over.
But now, as a creative, how much of a worry is that for you? Because I think you do have certain passionate feelings towards that.
I asked AI to tell me a joke.
Yeah.
Worst thing ever.
It told you.
It's it's the most unfunny. Yeah. So that's when I knew. Like, no one can think of it forward to it. Like no programming can get there. So I will always.
NSK didn't hear you had it forward. So I asked him, what is this? I'll say it because I think.
Say it again. But what about the people?
They are waiting for it again.
Again.
Yeah.
So I must say it again.
No, I'll say it.
Okay.
So Uti, a Nigerian baby, was dropped by the head, by the soft part of the head. So now he can't remember anything. So he forgot to. Forgot to.
It's great, right? Even the second time.
It's great. So I get what you were saying.
You can repeat
the joke again.
Still funny.
But anyway, what's next again for DSG?
For Pejamuzo producer. It has to.
It's only hitting now.
He has to be Nigerian, the baby,
for it to hit. Yeah. So what's next year for DSG?
Maybe a new tattoo.
Yeah.
Travel. But I'm trying to listen more now. Just so many things happen in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, cool. Like, generally, I'm not listening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I talk more than I listen. And something I've been trying to learn.
Certain things. That way.
So many things I'm missing in life. With your auntie, this happened too.
You were not paying attention.
Yeah, I didn't know Equid had 3 nuts.
In them.
Equid, Lemote.
I don't think any of us know that.
Equid has
like
3.
A villain.
Yeah.
I got you.
In a dream. But you understand?
Yeah.
We understand. There's just things you miss.
I totally miss that.
There's just things you just miss. Like, what,
What else did you miss? Now I'm interested.
Nah. That just came to me. I just remembered it. And I was quite surprised. Like, why didn't I notice this? You know? So I'm starting to, like, trying to learn to notice things and take note of my surroundings and everything. I'm like, okay, no, that's an umbrella.
And then, speaking of which, do you believe Uti Ushogeda goes into Amasi?
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
I think people who do that,
it's an abomination.
I think people who do that must also tell us where they hide the bodies. Because they are clearly psychopaths.
So it's just wrong.
It's wrong. Like, you shouldn't. Like, Amas is sour. It's
sour for a reason.
Yeah, for a reason. If you put yogurt in your thing,
What?
Eat yogurt and pooch, you'll be fine. Not this
Strawberry yogurt, no pooch.
Yeah, so back then, you don't put sugar in namas.
Yeah.
Ngakwa time. Yo.
And then he come hang with us. Like, what's up next? What can we look out for? Even if you don't have like particular days, just do.
So since we came back, I'm sure I said I lost a lot of money there.
Yeah.
So now I use like clubs to host.
Oh.
So I save on seating, lighting and sound. Yeah. So now I have an annual come home with us as a prize. Well, it's like a birthday special.
Or annual?
Yeah.
In
August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every August. I think the last 3 years. This year would be the third.
Yeah.
Yeah, this year would be the third annual Come Hang With Us event. It's still in association with Tribal Comics.
Okay.
But it's more mine now. It's more my brand.
Whoa,
More than the shows that we have like throughout the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for Come Hang With Us right now, we're just doing that.
So now we're waiting for Akas. No comedy shows.
No, comedy shows will happen
that
I'm involved in. Just it won't be Come Hang With Us. It will be Tribal Comics comedy nights. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm okay with that. Oh yeah, there's another show happening at Chrisland. 24 May. I hope this drops in time.
Oh, that's the one with Nabo Lolo.
Yeah.
Nabo
Isaac Camp and stuff. Yeah.
Actually, we're trying to get some of the guys on here before that.
Oh yeah, who do you need me to get? They're my friends.
All of them.
My best friends. All of them. My friends. They're all my good friends. I have them on.
Are you saying that because for never feature next time, or are they like your friends? I'm just asking. This might be
no, they are my good friends. Yeah. But generally you work with people you like. I don't even like. Yeah,
I think Futi, especially with comedy, I think that is important.
Yeah, you need that kind of energy. At backstage, there's a whole aura, there's a whole fire aura that happens there. It channels you now, which it's fun. Yeah, so Magna Bantonga Bazusis, it's now the stage you more regular.
And what are your top 5 comedians? Hey, English comedics.
I can tell you comedians and comedics. Which one do you start with? One comedics first and then we'll get
Is there anything like comedics?
No, man.
Oh, okay. No. I'm correcting myself.
Yeah, no.
It sounds wrong if you
sometimes so what am I? Yeah.
Yeah, like top 5 ever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what criteria you use, just off the top of your head.
Okay, we'll start from the bottom up.
Bottom either.
Up. Okay. For like the drive and just the culture, ne?
Yeah.
I put Skumba at number 5. In fact, that guy did so much for the industry, ne?
Yeah.
Skumba's hilarious, bruh.
Yeah,
bro. And then number 4. Number 4,
You must be careful because you still need to find work better.
Yeah, and Trevor Noah and Tsitsi Chumia and Pop-Pops. Everyone on PNC. All the guests on the Mekchi podcast. Okay.
So number 4.
So what do I do? South Africa or just?
No, it doesn't matter.
Because the thing is cool.
Yeah.
Like with like international comedy. So it's a bit tough to narrow it down because less comedy as South Africa we got exposed like a lot later. Recently. But if like I can separate them.
Okay. However you're comfortable. International top 5.
International top 5 at number 1.
Yeah.
Can start easy. Dave.
Standard.
Yeah. Number 2, Bill Burr.
Okay.
Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac. It's just tough. Bernie Mac doesn't have enough work.
Yeah, I understand.
Like I can't coach him.
But the little that he put out there is making an argument.
So it's him and Chris Rock are fighting.
Yeah.
Then number 5 really can be Lord knows. I have a top 4.
You don't think Kevin Hart is
Dion Cole. Dion Cole is actually, he's an honorable mention.
Okay.
Because I don't think he's the bestest comedian, but he is one of the most unique.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I love uniqueness now on the side, you know.
Yeah.
And we do the same thing with the paper, man.
Yeah.
But what's fun is I didn't know at the time that he did the paper thing.
Okay. What paper thing?
No, I always bring out the paper.
Oh.
You don't know that?
No.
When last have you seen me on stage, my brother? When last have you attended a comedy show?
Man.
This guy is calling a comedian. He hasn't
See, the thing is...
you haven't been to the thing. When my bank account is set up. Yeah, but I do this thing with the paper with one-liners. Like, I do a set. Maybe if I'm doing 10 minutes, I'll do maybe 7 minutes of comedy, and then the last 3 minutes I'll do I'll take out a paper with like maybe 5 one-liners. That's where Mapuma corner forward.
Oh, okay.
So
now I get
he
it.
does the same thing.
Yeah, no, I get
so
it.
one day I asked to Lord, I was like, is this tacky? Like, you know, using a paper and stuff. It's like, go check out Dion Code.
Yeah.
It's like, and I went, I checked him out, I'm like,
You're
damn, and he's
it's
making
a
it
thing.
work. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm also like, I try and make it work. So he says, I wrote you jokes on a piece of paper. If you don't like them, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna see you again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me Nangiti, I wrote you my favorite jokes on a piece of paper. If you don't like them, you must remember they are my favorite jokes. Yeah. So it kind of blends into that. Then I do that whole thing.
Yeah.
So Dion Cole is he was supposed to be here last week. Love Africa Festival, there's some comedy festival that happens in Sandton.
Oh, okay.
So he was supposed to be the international act.
Yeah.
He got sick. And you know who they brought?
Who's the
Phase and Love.
Oh yeah, the big boned guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't want that? Hey, you're very politically correct. This guy, the big boned.
I'm trying to grow a channel here, Chief.
Oh, okay.
So. But anyway,
by 5, lying to yourself.
Top 5 local.
Top 5 local.
Yeah.
Well, number 1 has to be Trevor. He's done the undonable.
Too much.
Do you have to have a white father to achieve what he did? I don't know. Pop-Ups is number 2, and he has a white stepfather. You understand?
So you can see that.
There's a trend.
Get yourself a white father.
Yeah. So now I'd have to marry into a white family so I can have a squinpa. What's a squinpa? Yes, pa.
Yeah. So it's Trevor,
Pop-Ups, Titi Chumerik. Titi Chumia, I'm he works with on that podcast. Yeah, and then Isaac Campo. Isaac, man, is just like what?
No, I finally got to watch adulting. I got to learn ukuthi mouse yami melihlaliswe eduzane ngizovala volume.
Hey ngoba sengaka. Hey. But it is literally called adulting. It's adultery there.
So I knew a bit of him, but I think that's when he kind of cemented and solidified himself in my memory.
He's actually
he's one of the ones that,
Did you know he was his Ken Campus grandson?
Ken Kampuit.
Yeah, the Ken Kampuit. Yeah, the legend.
Grandson. Dope.
So travel grand like wasn't anything. It was very
nice.
English.
In the international travel.
Yes. Passport in its bag.
And then you said number 5 it's Kumba.
Number 5 is Kumba. Yeah. Look, it's inzima.
No, I get it. And I think even if they were to watch it, there's nothing like political about the list.
Yes,
but you just
okay. Like the
or
list
maybe let's just say
change,
in no particular order.
Yes, the list can change. So in no particular order. These are, I think, my favorite comedians. I could name also like but we don't know them. You know, there's people I work with a lot.
Yeah, in general, in Cold, I'm sure. I'm just still gonna check them out.
Yes, Charlie, Blackish. If you've watched Blackish.
What's Blackish?
That Anthony Anderson.
Oh yeah. I know Anthony Anderson and the wife.
Of course, you watched you watch those old movies. Of course, you know Anthony Anderson. Yeah. So yeah.
But this guy just child.
That's too much fun, man. So how long
vele la kunjena iphela vele usacaba ukuthi sisaya phambili.
Why when nawenza so kuyomele ngibuye?
No, sazobuya and there's an August thing happening. So prior to that we have to have something.
Okay, cool.
We are facing very difficult times, like especially the youth. I want to change this, but I kind of don't sympathize with it.
Are you above now, youth?
Hey, way above, man.
Wait.
Like I'm close to 40 now.
Sure.
Yeah.
I look good.
I know. I take care of myself. I moisturize. I exfoliate.
Coconut.
Exfoliate.
Wait, no, it's fine.
My cucumber.
Yeah. You look back in the so much. I've seen those videos there.
What would be some of, like, if you were to tell some young person out there who's just desperate, because everything is just gone to the dogs, drawing from inspiration out of certain mentalities that took you out of very difficult situations?
What would I tell the youth?
Yeah. No, not the youth. Just think of it as like one person.
One person who's asking me.
Because if you think about it as the youth, like I feel it becomes overwhelming.
Why not? I'm better at addressing a lot of people than just one. I'm very shy when it's just two. I'm like, why is just us?
Why are you paying attention to me?
Yeah. Now if I look away, now you're gonna, hey, what are you doing? You know, so I really prefer, no mass conversation. Not yeah, this is two. Like, then what?
Mashelela.
That's different.
Oh, okay. So that's the third person.
I hear you. What would I tell the youth? The youth
before they give up, because now things kind of got better, and there's still challenges, but you got through what you got through.
Because I need food and faith.
I would buy food.
That's the key.
Yeah,
like the main
I know
key. It's great.
You
know, it will put you places. It gives you a lot of advantages.
Yeah.
So, what would I say? Because it's also difficult to just be happy when there's nothing to be happy about.
Yeah.
You're asking difficult questions today, man.
No, this is
like,
just me,
what's
man.
your favorite joke? Like,
Uncle,
when what would you
me?
What would you?
I always say something every day, dog.
But what? Yeah, when. Let me steal one of your quotes. Don't be afraid to be average. The fear. Don't be.
Always be motivated by
the fear of being average. Yes. Yeah. That's a great quote, man. My one, my quote actually is laugh at your problems until they develop self-esteem issues and go away.
Yes. Like what does that even mean?
You have to laugh. It's the best way to cope. Because if you can't solve them, what you gonna do? You must laugh at them. What else you gonna do?
No, I've survived through life by laughing at myself. Yeah.
So you understand these problems are gonna develop esteem issues, my brother. Somehow you'll be able to suppress them.
And then you get over them.
Look forward. Get over the stuff.
Mashelela.
Yes, sir.
DSG.
Smooth operator.
Gorilla
Gorilla Slayer. 10 men in one. Pause.
No, thank you so much, my brother, man, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, man. It might be my favorite podcast interview.
Yeah.
Also my first, but that's not the point. I don't think the future ones will be this great. Yeah, but I can tell, but I talk about it in other podcasts. Why are you not like quiz? What are you doing here with your boring mess? So make a plaque for you.
Yeah, no, but the whole thing is to just make it as real and as organic and as fresh as possible. Because even at times, like when you stumble and you need to think, and I feel, this is something I would like to watch. Because I watch some and like everything just feels rehearsed and well, you don't really get like the whole thing. So even if I put you in a corner,
questions too. These are generic questions from Radio Lang. Like, I'm used to interviewing people. I ask them those questions.
Don't even mention those people.
I heard that other interview no Fufiol did mention, so
yeah.
I will also mention. But ngiyezwa my question la ukuthi ungabuza noma ubani. So when did you start?
But experience spills over into other things. So shout out to you, dog, for joining us today. And thank you so much once again for tuning in today. This is episode number 5. So we're growing. Once again, kumbule to like, subscribe, share, tell your friend. Tell everybody at church, as Tugan, we don't curse. Yeah? We don't cuss. We don't. But hopefully, once again, you could pick something out from this conversation that you can actually apply in Yako and see yourself through, man. Because in Billions, you have realized some of the most inspiring moments and words come from mama situations and whereby you're just chilling and talking. Once again, hopefully mission accomplished. Episode number 6 is coming through soon. Thank you so much once again. Shout out to Guys Media. Do you
want to put it back here?
Where?
The number.
No, it's here.
By your camera.
It's down there. Yeah. So for weddings, birthday parties, anything that needs photography.
Manifestos.
No, man. But anyway, bye-bye.
Anything you want. It's
a rap.
It's a rap. Shout out.